This case had it all: passion, lust, betrayal, lies, sex, obsession, and lastly, murder. But was the killer a cold-blooded killer or an innocent victim? Let's find out right now. Happy Wicked Wednesday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne-Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carrincou, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne-Marie. I hope y'all have a beverage. I hope you have a snuggle partner or a snuggle fur partner. Those are the best, and y'all are ready to hear a true crime case with yours truly. How are y'all tonight? Yes, y'all, the kids are out of school. Summer's around the corner. Summer's going to be here just in a few weeks. But in my opinion, summer starts the second the kids get out of school because I love it. I love when the babies are home with me. Oh, they're so delicious. I love them so much. And I want to know, are y'all drinking y'all water? Are y'all staying hydrated? Remember, if you drink water, your skin glows, you feel amazing. It's the best thing ever. And also, are y'all getting those tickers up? Are y'all doing some exercises? And the key to a great day is just going for a brisk walk. Even if it's 20, 30 minutes, you are going to feel amazing and wonderful. And I want all of us to live till at least 100 and stay looking beautiful like we are now. And are y'all ready for this case? Because it's a big one. Today, we're going to be discussing a case that is very well known. And for all us true crime lovers, we all know this very well. And it's a case that I have researched, that I have watched movies, that I have known about for years and years and years. I've been following the case since it happened in 2008. And this girl is off the wall. But I found out some new details that I had never known. And I also want to give y'all my theory on what happened to this girl and why she committed this crime. Yes, today we are going to be talking about the infamous Jodi Arias. Jodi Arias was born July 9th, 1980 in Salinas, California, to a loving family. She had two loving parents, a half older sister, two younger brothers, and a younger sister. She loved her family very much. And when Jodi was just a teenager, her and her family packed up and moved to Wairika, California, where they opened up a Mexican restaurant and Jodi was a waitress. And as most teenagers, as we know, Jodi rebelled. And at just the tender age of 14, again, 14, Jodi started growing marijuana. Her family found out about it, and her dad said he and his daughter's relationship changed forever on that day. Jodi was very artsy, and she was drawn to nature, which is amazing. I love that she was drawn to nature. She said that she loved photography. She would take a picture of everything from her foot to a tree to a cloud, anything. She just loved it. She never really made it in photography. She did a couple of weddings here and there and took photos, but nothing big ever happened. So Jodi said to herself, I want something bigger. I want something better. She packed up and moved to Palm Desert. And while she was in Palm Desert, she decided to work for a company called Prepaid Legal. She wanted to learn more about the company. So one of her friends said, hey, there's a convention going on in the wonderful Las Vegas, Nevada, and I think you should come. Jodi said, absolutely, packed up and went to Las Vegas for the convention for her company, Prepaid Legal. And while Jodi was standing outside the Rainforest Cafe, a very handsome, good-looking gentleman walked up to her and said, hi, my name is Travis Alexander. What's your name? Travis Alexander was a very successful 28-year-old motivational speaker, and he loved working for Prepaid Legal. Travis was born July 28, 1977 in Riverside, California. He was a devoted Mormon, and he said that being a Mormon saved his life. Why is that? Well, unlike Jodi, Travis grew up in a very, very unhappy house. He and his 7 siblings were very poor. Both their parents were drug addicts. They barely had anything to eat. They barely had any clothes. And Travis also made the comment that sometimes his mother will go out on these drug binges and then come home and sleep for days, and all 8 children would be terrified to wake her up. Travis said that eating ramen noodles was normal in his household. And he said that sometimes they would even eat rotten food. But someone saved Travis and his 7 siblings. Yes, his loving grandmother. She put food in their bellies, clothes on their back, and sent them to church. And that is where Travis Alexander learned the Book of Mormon. And he said that if that wouldn't happen, he doesn't know what he would do. The Book of Mormon saved his life. But as we all know, the law of chastity is clear. Premarital sex is forbidden. But that all goes out the window when Travis meets the beautiful, sexy, loving, wonderful Jodi Arias. Travis and Jodi have this instant connection. Travis even telling some of his friends, hey y'all, I met my wife last night. They were so excited for Travis. They wanted him to, find a woman, to get married, to have children, to have this great life like all his friends did. But there was a problem with Jodi. She lived in California. He lived in Arizona. But they spent hours and hours and hours on the phone with each other every day, getting to know each other. And one of Travis's friends kind of lived in the middle between Arizona and California. So they would meet there. And they would go on tons of adventures. They went to Sonoma. They went to the Grand Canyon, just several adventures, just living life. Jodi would take pictures. It was wonderful. There was another problem. Jodi wasn't Mormon. And remember, Travis was not only a Mormon, but a devoted Mormon. He followed every rule, and he wanted a Mormon girl. Travis started sending Mormons to Jodi's house. Jodi, just after months of dating Travis, converted to Mormonism. And Travis even baptized Jodi. So they were moving on with their lives. They had a dirty little secret, though. Because as we all know, like I said earlier, premarital sex is forbidden. But that all goes out the window. Travis and Jodi are very affectionate with each other. They start having sex. Jodi even making the comment, his bedroom is our playground. All the rules go out the window and melt away when we're in that bedroom. They weren't just having sex. They were having all kinds of sex, if you know what I mean. It was crazy what they were doing. And Jodi became an obsession for Travis. Jodi just wasn't a girl, a regular girl. She was beautiful, blonde, and bombshell, sexy, just very, very, I don't know how to put it into words, but she had it all. And Travis loved that. But Jodi didn't realize that every time she had sex with Travis, she was losing him because he wanted someone that had never had sex before, had never done anything, and Jodi wasn't playing by that rule. But Travis just couldn't stop. He couldn't stop seeing her. He couldn't stop. He could not stop having sex with her. She was giving him everything he wanted, fulfilling his every desire. But just after months of dating, Travis said to his friends, there's something strange about Jodi. For instance, Jodi and Travis were in a hot tub one time, and 2 of his other friends were there, a married couple. And the couple said that while in the hot tub, Jodi was sucking on Travis's neck, straddling him, kissing all over him, just acting like 2 8th graders with their parents out of town. And the friends even said to each other, does she know that we're here? And Travis would kind of push her off and say, stop, Jodi, like, what are you doing? But she just wouldn't listen. She was in love with Travis. She was very possessive. She wanted everyone in the room to know that he was hers. She was doing crazy things. And his friends even confronted Travis and said, Travis, we are worried about you. We are scared that we are going to find you chopped up in her freezer one day. That's how weird we think she is. None of his friends embraced Jodi. They all felt a very weird vibe from her. And one day, Travis receives this email from this man saying, you can't love Jodi. You're in Arizona. She's in California. And I'm going to do these bad things to her, whatever. Jodi was very scared. showed the email to Travis. Travis showed the email to his friends and said, oh my God, y'all, Jodi is terrified for her life right now. Look what this person sent her. His friends read the email and say, Travis, this is from Jodi. Jodi wrote this. He said, no. They were like, yes, Jodi wrote this. So Travis started thinking to himself, I have got to get out of this relationship. I've got to move on and find a good Mormon girl. He said to himself, Jodi is not working for him. He needs to move on with his life. She was very possessive and they were having sex. So Travis and Jodi decide to part ways. They said, we don't need each other anymore. We don't want to do this anymore. That was it. Done. And Travis thought it was going to be easy because they were 2 states away. It wasn't like she was down the road. But what does Jodi do? Jodi packs up and moves to Mesa, Arizona, just 10 minutes from Travis. Now Travis is really in a pickle. He has this beautiful, gorgeous, sexy woman living just 10 minutes down the road from him. And what does she do? She knows the garage code. She sneaks the doggy door. And in the middle of the night, she would crawl into Travis's bed naked. Sometimes he would get angry. Sometimes he would embrace her. But Jodi was doing whatever she could to keep Travis under her spell. Travis meets a nice girl named Lisa. She's a Mormon girl, and Travis and Lisa are seeing each other. And Jodi is enraged. She was doing all types of things to Travis and Lisa. She would go to Lisa's house, knock on her door, and run. She slashed all 4 of Travis's tires, not once, but twice, hacked in Travis's email. She was doing whatever she could to break them up. And Lisa finally stopped seeing Travis because he's cheating on her with Jodi, and she found out, and she had enough. Travis and Jodi are still having sex. And they're both pursuing other people. Jodi with Ryan Burns and Travis with Lisa. Travis thinks it's over. And after 8 months, Travis tells Jodi, look, Jodi, you have to move back to California. We have to stop this. Travis convinces her to go back. She goes back to California. So you think that would be a new start, right? That would be the end of it. Oh, no. They are constantly having phone sex for hours. They talk on the phone every day, talking about sex. And unbeknown to Travis, Jodi was recording all of this. And y'all, these phone calls are very intimate and have tons and tons of details. Y'all should go listen to those. It is crazy. But Travis and Jodi get into a huge fight, and Travis is like, I'm done. I don't want to see you or talk to you anymore. But in June of 2008, Jodi and Travis both have travel plans. Travis has met this new woman that he is pursuing named Mimi. She's a Mormon girl, and he wants to take her to Cancun. And Jodi is going to Utah to see the new guy in her life, Ryan Burns. So they both are pursuing people, and they both are pretty much done with each other. But are they? Mimi and Travis's friends cannot get in touch with Travis the day before they're supposed to leave for Cancun. So everyone is looking for him. But why can't anyone get in touch with Travis? Well, the reason is he's been murdered. It's been 5 days since anyone has heard from Travis. Everyone was worried about him. So Mimi and a couple of Travis's friends go to his house. They knock on the door. They let themselves in. They see the roommate. They ask the roommate, hey, have you seen Travis? And the roommate says, no, isn't he in Mexico? And Mimi says, no, we're supposed to leave for Cancun tomorrow, but I can't get in touch with him. He's supposed to be leaving with me. So the roommate gets a key to Travis's room. One of his friends walks into the room, and there's a horrific scene and a rotting, horrible smell. Y'all, there is blood everywhere. The friend turns the corner and he sees a bloodbath. There's blood on the floor, on the walls, on the ceiling, everywhere. And he goes inside in Travis's bathroom and sees that Travis is curled up dead in the shower, completely nude and murdered. They call the cops. The cops come over and they see that Travis has been killed not once, not twice, but 3 times. He has been stabbed 27 times, his throat slit ear to ear, and shot in the head. The cops knew this was personal. Someone knew him. This was a struggle. When they saw there was drag marks, there was blood everywhere, they figured that Travis was trying to get away some kind of way, and a struggle happened. So they knew whoever did this knew Travis. The cops found no murder weapon, not a gun, not a knife, nothing. They found a bullet, and they found long brown hair and a palm print on the wall. They looked around and saw that the sheets were off the bed. They went to the washing machine. They saw like some kind of fingerprint, red fingerprint on the washing machine. They lifted it, and that's when they found a camera. And the camera still had the memory card in it. The cops wanted to see what was in that camera. And they wanted to know who did this to Travis. And all his friends said the same thing. It's Jodi. It's Jodi. Jodi attended Travis's funeral, but this time she had beautiful long brown hair. Gone was her beautiful blonde bombshell look. But why? What was Jodi hiding? And she couldn't be the killer because she was at the funeral. But as we all know, killers love to see their work and will be so narcissistic that they will attend the funeral that the person that they killed is lying there in that casket, and they will look at it like it's nothing. And within days of Travis's murder, Jodi is contacting the detectives saying, "This is Jodi. If I can offer any kind of help in the investigation of the murder of Travis Alexander, I will be more than happy to help." She even said she would come down and give a DNA and a fingerprint just to rule herself out. But I'm going to pause right there. Why would she do that? If she knew that she killed Travis, why would she go over there and give them that, submit that, and say, "Hey, oh yeah, here you go"? Did she think, well, even if they find my DNA there, I'm there all the time? Did she think she can get away with it? Why? They even tell her, "Jodi, people are saying that you're the killer." Why would they say that? She's like, "I don't know why. I have no clue why. I wasn't even near Travis's house that day. I was with Ryan Burns, and you can even talk to him. I was in Utah." So y'all, just after murdering Travis Alexander, Jodi done went to some other dude's house. They all making out all over the place, all over the couch. She had absolutely no remorse of what she did to Travis. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The detectives say, "Jodi, we also found a camera." And the camera shows Jodi in all her glory, completely naked with her braids, and Travis naked. Pictures of them naked everywhere, and Travis in the shower, which they think is the last known picture of Travis when he was sitting down in the shower and Jodi took this sexy picture of him. And even the time is stamped June 4th. So the police tell her that. They say, "Jodi, what about this?" And she goes, "Oh, well, the timestamp could be different." He shows her the pictures. There's also a picture. It looks like the camera fell and took pictures while the murder was taking place. There was a picture of Travis, and there was a picture of a foot. And cops believe that was Jodi's foot. They present Jodi with these pictures, and she leans in and she says, "Yeah, that looks like me. That really does." And the detective's like, "Jodi, that is you." "No, I don't know. I mean, that looks like me. I mean, it is you. Just say it's you. We all know it's you." She's like, she pleads to them and she tells them, "Look, y'all can even contact the person I was with. I was not near Travis's house, but I got lost. I had no phone." Because she knew they were going to ping her phone. Now she's saying, "But listen, this is the way I went to Utah from California, but I didn't have a phone because my phone died and I got lost in the middle of the desert." Wow. You just happened to get lost the exact time Travis Alexander was getting murdered? Brutally murdered? Your phone was off and you're lost in the desert somewhere? The cops arrest Jodi Arias. as she's coming out of her grandparents' house. She sees the detective that's been interviewing her, smiles while she's in handcuffs, y'all, and says, "Hi, detective, how are you doing?" This is a pure sociopath, narcissist. This is all my opinion. I think Jodi is completely crazy and not worried about what she has done. And guess what? Just a week before Travis's murder, Jodi's grandparents' gun is stolen. And guess what, y'all? That gun is the same kind of gun that killed Travis Alexander. After interviewing Jodi, the detectives walk out of the room and the camera is still rolling, as we all know. Well, thank God it was rolling, because the stuff Jodi does is crazy and weird. She does this weird yoga pose all the way back bend. She starts digging in the trash can, starts seeing the papers and fixing them. And then the most bizarre thing, she stands up and does a headstand and sits there, and then brings her feet down and sits on the floor, gets up, starts singing stuff, saying, "I can't believe you did that, you're a brat," just crazy things, sings. And then when the detectives walk in and tell Jodi that you're going to be booked, she goes, "I know this is gonna sound shallow, but can I please clean myself up before y'all take my picture and I'm booked?" And they were like, "No, you're just gonna go the way you are." And she was like, "God, Jodi, you could at least done your makeup." Like, she knew, I think she knew she was gonna get booked and go to jail that day. She knew it. It was done. It was over with. But there's so much compelling evidence against Jodi, and Jodi knows that. Jodi's like, "Oh God, they have everything. What am I gonna say?" She now says the second story. She says that she went to Travis's house. They went straight to sleep around 3 o'clock in the morning. They woke up, had all this crazy sex, took pictures of each other naked. They did all this kind of stuff, crazy things. And while Travis was taking a shower, he was attacked by two people all in black in a black mask, and she's attacked as well. She said that she blacked out after that. She thinks that Travis was shot, but she doesn't know. She couldn't remember. And the detective says, "Jodi, if Travis is not only murdered, but brutally murdered 3 separate times, why wouldn't these attackers hurt you? Why would they just let you go?" She says, "Well, when I asked them that, they said they weren't here for that. They weren't here to kill me. They were just there to kill Travis." And they asked, "Well, why you didn't go to the cops?" "Oh, well, they took my registration. They had my wallet, and they said, 'Oh, you're that bitch from California.'" So she was just all over the place. And the cops looked at her and they said, "So you saw all this?" And she said, "Yes." And then Travis was telling me to run, to get help. Just go. Not to help him, just go find someone for help. The cops are just stunned. And they even made the comment, they tried not to laugh because the story was so outrageous. It didn't make any type of sense. But when they don't believe that story and they tell Jodi they don't believe that story, she comes up with a third story. When the cops don't believe the ninja story, the attackers in the black mask and the black outfits, Jodi has a third story. She says, "You know what? I'm just going to tell the truth. Travis attacked me and I killed him." And the cops don't believe that either. She also says that Travis was a pedo, that he liked children. There's no truth to that. There's no truth that he ever attacked Jodi. There's no truth that he was a pedo. No truth at all. That never came out. But Jodi says, "I'm telling y'all, this is a story and this is how it happens." The cops don't believe any of that. The cops believe that Jodi planned this murder and knew she was going to have an alibi by being in Utah. She dyed her hair brown so no one would recognize her. She borrowed gas cans from people so she wouldn't have to stop for gas so no one would see her. She stole her grandparents' gun. and then conveniently turned off her phone while she was traveling to Arizona because she wanted to leave absolutely no trail at all. She arrived at Travis's house. They had sex. They took pictures. And for some reason, while Travis was in the shower and she was taking pictures, and this is the last known picture of Travis that they think when he was alive. And while he was in the shower, Jodi attacked him, stabbing him 27 times, slit his throat, and to make sure he was really dead, shot him in the head. That's what the cops believe happened, and so do I. But Jodi, if Jodi was supposedly attacked in all of this and Travis attacked her, conveniently she had a gun with her and a knife, and conveniently she needed gas cans and turning her phone off. The whole thing doesn't make sense because Jodi was a liar. She was lying. She wanted to kill Travis and she wanted him to be no more on this earth. But she thought because of her looks, because of her sweetness, because of how nice and sweet she was, that the jury would believe her and say, there's no way this girl did all of this. But Jodi was Travis's dirty little secret. And all of those sex tapes that they had made, the audio of them having phone sex, was played for the jury. And there is nothing wrong with having phone sex. People do it all the time. And sometimes, yes, it could be fun. But why would Jodi be recording these phone calls? In my opinion, I think she was going to send all these phone calls to whoever Travis was dating. She didn't care who it was. She was going to use these phone calls against Travis for some kind of for some reason, like a weapon. The case goes to trial. And, of course, the jury listens to both sides, the defense and the prosecution. Jodi even gets on the stand and says, Travis attacked me, and that's why I had to kill him brutally. Everyone knew that wasn't true. The prosecution wanted the death penalty, but just weeks after the trial started, Jodi Arias is sentenced to life without the possibility of parole for killing Travis Victor Alexander, and we all know she did it. There's no question that she planned the murder. She drove there knowing what she was going to do. There was no attack. In my opinion, there was never any truth to Travis being an abuser. There was no evidence of domestic violence. There was no evidence that Travis was a pedo. There was no evidence to any of that. Jodi not only killed Travis, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but after the death of Travis Alexander, to me, she killed him in another way. She trashed his reputation. She made him look bad. She said horrible things and saying that, oh, he attacked me or whatever, he was this, he was that. Do I believe that? No. I think Jodi was obsessed with Travis and wanted him dead. If I can't have you, no one can. And that is my reaction to Jodi Arias. But I don't think this is the last of Jodi. I am very happy that she will remain in jail and never get to see the light of day ever again. And she will no longer be able to hurt anyone. My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. And this is my theory and my opinion of what I think may have happened on that date and the planning of killing someone. Jodi knew that Travis was going to Cancun, and Jodi knew there was 2 tickets, but Jodi didn't know who Travis was going with. In my opinion, I think that Jodi planned to kill someone that day. But I think that she was planning on killing whoever Travis was going to Cancun with. That is my opinion. And another theory that I have is I think that Jodi also was going to kill Travis and whatever female was there that day, because she didn't want anyone to have Travis. And she knew that Travis and her they were done. She knew there was no chance she would ever get Travis back. So in my opinion, I think Jodi was either A, going to Arizona to kill whoever Travis was with, or B, I think she was going to Arizona to kill Travis and a female, whatever female was there. But I could be wrong. The story could be right, like everyone says. Jodi planned to kill Travis and that was it. But why did she have sex with him before? Why did they take sexy pictures? What happened? Was there some kind of altercation? Did Jodi see something on his phone? Did he tell her, like, maybe you have to leave, go, and she lost her mind and killed him? But she had a gun. She had a knife. She planned all of this out so she wouldn't get caught. So what is the truth? I want y'all to tell me what y'all think happened. Do y'all believe the story the prosecution comes up with? Or do y'all think it's another theory like I do? I want y'all opinions as well as I'm giving y'all mine. I also don't understand how you can brutally kill someone. This is not just, let me just shoot this person and walk out the door. Jodi brutally murdered Travis Alexander, stabbing him 27 times, slitting his throat, then shooting him in the head. She killed him 3 times over to make sure he was dead. And after she did all that, she went to Utah to see Ryan Burns and was just making out with him. No remorse. Absolutely no remorse. Ryan Burns did see a cut on Jodi's finger, but he said she wasn't acting like someone that had just brutally murdered someone. I'm sorry this video was so long today, but there is so much to cover in the Jodi Arias case. And if y'all think today's case was bad, the one tomorrow of another woman that does the same thing as Jodi is just as bad, so y'all can get ready. Y'all can get ready because she's just as bad as Jodi. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I hope that y'all like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And as always, stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings. Always know who's around you, who you with, because you never know. You don't know if someone could be a Jodi Arias next to you. You don't know what can happen. The second you start seeing any type of obsession, dangerous obsession, maybe move away from that or reevaluate your situation and who you're with. And as always, thank y'all so much for the love and support. I appreciate everything. Keep the requests coming. I love when y'all send me requests and I will cover whatever y'all want me to. And I love you all very much. I hope y'all have a great Wicked Wednesday and I will see y'all tomorrow night. Bye.